Wow. Who is this glamorous woman?
Glamorous? I only washed my hair.
Well, you look great. Lockdown must be treating you well.
You wouldn't have thought so half an hour ago with all the flour and butter caked in my hair. Been baking all day, trying to give the kids a break from the schoolwork. Driving me insane. Everything's just so different since we were in school.
Oh, I know. I tried to help Becky with her maths homework the other day. Apparently, I was doing it all wrong. I told her to take half an hour break while I YouTubed there, but I still hadn't got a clue.
What did you do?
Made myself a cup of tea and ate half a pack of digestives.
You should have had a few more. There's not a pick on you.
I better not. Might think I'm eating too much sugar to deal with all the stress I'm under. I just can't switch off at bedtime.
At least he's trying to look after you.
No, he's just terrified that I'll end up having a heart attack and he'll have to look after the kids alone.
I wish we could meet up outside for a nice coffee.
Yeah, at least the kids wouldn't wreck our homes.
My house is spotless at the moment. I never knew housework would give me a sense of purpose.
Speaking of which, I wish your OCD these days.
Through the roof with all the sanitising. It was pretty mild before COVID.
I don't think so. Mrs. Let me just wash this cup 500 million times before I use it.
Seriously, I'm much worse now. Came home from doing a big food shop the other day, stepped into the hallway, stripped off into my underwear, and was just about to run upstairs for a quick shower when Jamie came rushing through, and I panicked and screamed at Tom, "Quick, get him away from me, he can't touch me," and bolted up the stairs. I think Tom thought I was losing my mind.
We're all going a bit mad, Mel. I went to Sainsbury's last week, looking like someone from NASA. Only not as cool, wearing a big plastic visor, scarf, bicycle helmet, bubble jacket with matching bottoms, and not an inch of skin to be seen. In fact, I wouldn't have been surprised if they carried me out and locked me up in a container marked "Do not touch, highly toxic alien inside."
Well, we always said that you were out of this world.
Yeah, I'm definitely not from this planet. I suppose could be worse.
Ain't that the truth? It's getting scary out there. Hey, you look a bit down. What's the matter?
Nothing. I shouldn't be complaining.
Oh, go on, spit it out.
It's just Freddie. He asked if we could go to the jungle again today. He looked so disappointed when I told him it's still closed. I'm going to have to stop shopping over that way. I mean, what do you say to a 2-year-old who's missing all his friends and his favourite soft play dog? It's just heartbreaking.
Have you thought about buying a mini ball pool? My neighbour got one for a 3-year-old, says it's brilliant. She keeps it in a living room.
It's a good idea, although I don't fancy breaking my neck on one of those balls. Like, that's all I need right now.
What about parks? Are any of the one near yours open?
Yeah, we go all the time, but last week I did something desperate.
Like what?
I asked a complete stranger, a lady who was there with her 3-year-old grandson, if she'd like to exchange phone numbers.
Why?
So we could arrange to be at the park at the same time this week. I know, it sounds a bit dodgy, but you should have seen our little Freddie's face light up when he got on the roundabout and the little boy smiled back at him. It wasn't long before they were running around the playground like they'd known each other their whole lives. Of course, we did try to keep them socially distanced and they were well covered up and wore gloves. I think they were both just craving some social interaction with people their own age.
Yeah, a bit like us all, I suppose. Poor Freddie. I bet it was nice having the playground to yourselves too.
In a way, yeah, but it kind of felt eerie. all you could hear was the ducks honking in the background and then the boys giggling. It was all going so well until the lady politely said to her grandson, "Say goodbye to little boy now." Well, guess what happened?
Freddie hugged him.
Yes. I could see him in the corner of my eye, running towards the little boy, arms open wide. I only had a split second to react, but I froze, paralysed with fear, wondering what the psychological implications might be. What if I stopped him? Or what happens if we contracted COVID? In the end, I did absolutely nothing. And the lady just snatched her grandson up and marched off.
You've got nothing to be ashamed of, Moira. You're a great mother. This pandemic is putting a huge amount of strain on everyone. No one is getting it right. We're all failing in different ways. I'm just sorry I can't give you a hug right now. I hate these restrictions.
I understand it's for our own good, but I'm just sick of constantly feeling anxious. I couldn't sleep last night, worrying what might happen if I caught COVID. Who would take care of Freddie and the girls? Or what would happen if the whole family caught it? How would we take care of each other? I mean, like, we can't even ask a relative to help us.
I know, but try and focus on the positive news if you can. There's a bit of light at the end of the tunnel now with these vaccines being rolled out. Before we know it, everything will be better.
Thanks. I don't know what I'd do without having you to moan at.
And I don't know how I'd have coped without your encouraging texts over the past few weeks, Moira. You've been a great friend.
Well, let's hope we can get back to some kind of normality soon, eh?
Yeah, especially now that we look like domestic goddesses.
Hey, I've just thought of a new TV reality show they could make.
What's that?
I'm a crazy housewife. Get me out of here.